Welcome to Beauty School. This is Stylist John. I am working on some mold and curl techniques. I'm going to work on some tips on rotating clients, okay? In my previous video, I had already molded down 3 of my clients, okay? I had already given them a consultation. The consultation consists of 5 steps and 3 mini steps in order to get a nice, well-rounded consultation. With this client, I'm gonna go ahead and mold her down, put her under the dryer, and I'm gonna curl the other 3 in order to perfect my rotation skill set, okay? Sometimes you have clients that book right behind each other. You got to make sure you get them in and get them out. You greet them. They come into the shop. Hey, how you doing, Miss Johnson? Hey, how you doing, Miss Smith? Hey, how you doing, Miss Lee? Greet them. Make sure you shampoo them down. You shampoo one down. One's already molded. The other one's in the chair. When one gets out of the chair, one goes under the dryer. When one comes from the dryer, the other one's getting shampooed and molded down. And then when one comes from the dryer, the other one goes to the chair, the other one goes to the dryer. You got to be able to rotate your clients. And so I'm going to teach you and show you how to rotate your clients by working on the mannequin heads, which is also going to help you to become proficient in your rotation skills. Why? Because you want to make your coin, don't you? Yeah. You want to make your coin. You also want to have a good quality product. So I worked in factories, and the factories that I work in work me real hard. I'm talking about like 12-hour shifts. I'm lifting 100-pound bags. My back is hurting. My muscles is completely ripped. I'm talking about like I leave the factory ripped every day. Shirt soaking in sweat with water. I'm giving it everything I got. But I go home, my feet hurt, my back hurt. I'm irritated because I don't have nobody to rub me down at night. And I'm completely frustrated. And out of my frustration of working in factories for 5 years and getting moved into a supervisor role, I learned how to put things in order. I learned how to stand on my feet for a long period of time and work, but I also learned how to conserve my back. And in factories, they teach you how to use spatial reasoning and how to use things in the system. And so I created this system out of a solution that I had in order to conserve my body, to conserve my time frame, which also can help you with rotating your clients and conserving your time frame. So pay attention, okay? We want to work on rotating clients so that way we get the most maximization of time management, but also the efficiency of being able to care for our client and make them feel welcome and add value into their life, okay? So I'm going to start by saturating my client's hair. We're going to simulate her getting a shampoo. And I'm going to grab my special, my all-time favorite foam wrap, the Influence foam wrap. I love this foam wrap. This foam wrap is like liquid, you know what. It works really good. I mean, I'm talking about it. It's like a relaxer in a bottle. Influence foam wrap is the bomb. It goes on. This is coconut cream. It goes onto the hair. It looks almost like cream, and you just want to work the product into the hair. This time when I mold, I'm going to mold her backwards, okay? I want to give her a different look. I've given her the mohawk several times. I want to give her a different look, so I'm going to mold her backwards. I love trying new things. I'm a true Gemini, so I'm highly creative, and I love learning new things and trying new ways to do things. One of my pet peeves is when people try to stop me in the process of learning something new. I'll be like, get out of my way. I'm trying to explore something. Let me explore, let my inner child run free so that way I can explore what I need to know. So instead of me molding her forward this time, I'm going to mold her straight back like this. And when I start to curl her hair, I'm going to curl her hair from the flower, which is the back part right here, and I'm going to curl everything going backwards. And we're going to see how this looks. I'm going to give her a wrap strip, put it under the dryer, and I'm going to start curling my other 3 mannequins and rotate them. And here we go. All right, Miss Smith, you go under the dryer. I got to take care of Miss Johnson next. You should only be under the dryer for about a good 20 minutes, and I'm going to make sure that we curl you and get you out of here in enough time for you to make your church service. Okay, hon? All right, here we go. This is Miss Lee. We're going to curl Miss Lee right quick. All right, Miss Lee. I'm going to take the wrap strip off. We got her straight from the dryer. Miss Lee has been molded down. She's in a pixie cut. She wanted her sideburns to be a little bit more movable. Miss Lee is a ballet instructor, so she likes to have her hair always done because she's always in dance recitals. I'm going to use a little bit of Moroccan argan oil when I curl her. I'm going to add a little bit to her hair. All right, so it's time for a new tripod. When your tripod start tripping like this, it is time for a new one. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start by combing her out. And I'm going to look at her hair. Miss Lee, how you want your hair? Okay, we're going to ask the client how they want their hair. They're going to tell us. I want my hair pin curled on the top and curl tight on the sides. Okay? Now we heard her say what she wanted. We're going to turn her around in the mirror. We're going to repeat back what she said. Miss Lee, you said you want your hair pin curled on the top and tightly curled on the sides. She said yes. Okay, now we turn her back so that we can work on our hair. Being able to articulate to the client what the client means, what they say, is a very valuable skill. It shows that you were listening and attentive and you heard the client. Clients want to make sure that they're heard, and having good customer service will take you a long way, even if your skill is not 100% the best. By having good customer service and being a likable person, and a moderate level of skill will take you far. But we're going to work on sharpening your skills, so pay attention. So, I almost have her all the way combed out. Alright, this is a very good mold I did, because it is not going nowhere. It's literally like when I comb it, it's going right back into the same place. That's how you know you got a good mold. That mold lasts. So look, ladies, book your molding curl. Alright, so the iron I'm going to use for this particular service I'm going to use this iron. I'm going to use this iron for the top section, starting from the flower, going forward. I want to make curls, okay? And here I'm going to use my C-shaped iron for the side, okay? I'm going to place them into my oven. Make sure that I wipe my hands, because my hands are a little bit oily from that serum. When you have serum on your hands and you're trying to curl hair, you have to be very careful, because you will slip, your hand will slip from the iron, okay? And so I'm just going to take my rat tail comb. Make sure you use a carbonite rat tail comb. And I'm going to pull my first iron out of the fire. I'm going to test it on the wrap strip paper. Make sure it's not too hot. And I'm going to start in the flower area. This area right here on the top part of the head. This area right here on the top part of the head is the flower area. This area right here, where the fringe area or the parietal ridge on both sides meet the front bang area, makes an upside down heart. That is called the Valentine. A lot of ladies like the Valentine because it helps maintain the edges. Okay, we're going to help maintain your edges. We want your edges to look nice and popping. So, I'm going to start from the flower section right here. I'm going to make a nice part, section off the hair. I'm going to use a clip. Spray using my Sebastian shaper. Well, you know what? I'm going to use a little bit of wax. I'm going to use my wax, my Marcel wax stick. Get the product into the hair, because I want these curls to last. And I'm going to take this section of hair when I curl this section, I'm going to turn the barrel towards, I'm going to turn the barrel towards me, or away from me, okay, like to the front of me, twist, and then I'm going to aim up because I want the curl to stand up. I like spiral curls. I like different type of curls. I love, ladies, when your hair is tight, creative, and you smell good, okay? Nothing I love more than a good smelling young lady and her hair look real good. Okay, I'm gonna turn the iron this way, so I'm gonna turn this way. Okay, pop right back in the oven, and I'm on to my next section. When I do these curls, I'm going to do these curls in a straight row. So I'm going to start here in the middle. I'm going to go to the section right behind there. I'm going to do my parting, turn it sideways so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the flower area. I'm starting from this flower area. I'm going to make a straight line with my curls and go straight down, and then this way, and then that way, until the entire head is finished. Test my iron on the paper. On your next strip paper, if your next strip turns brown, that means the iron is too hot to put on the client's hair. John, how you know this stuff? My grandmother used to do hair in front of me, and I watched her do it. I watched her do a great job, but sometimes I watched her burn my mama and my auntie and my cousins, and I wanted to try to help them, because when you get burned by Marcel irons, it is not fun. Click, click, click. Release, boom. Got a nice curl. Pop it right back into the oven. Next section. I'm going to add a little bit more wax onto this section. John, why do you keep a rag on your shoulder? Well, because I sweat. I gotta make sure that all this chocolate don't melt. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Pop her back into the stove. What I love about Marcel's is Marcel's hold heat for a while. Marcel's are very, very good for working with textured, coarse 5C hair and giving it a nice thermal relax. Put my comb down so that way I can protect the scalp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Boom. We have a nice spiral curl. Now, while I have this iron hot and I have this section done, I'm going to keep continuing going down in a straight line to get the rest of the section curled. Why? Time is money. Alright, I'm going to keep on going down. Like Mary J said, I'm going down. Dun, 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 dun. As I start getting to the shorter section, that's when I want to use my C-shape iron to get the shorter, longer hairs, or the longer, shorter hairs. Pop my iron back in. Pull out my C-shaping iron. Practice makes permanent, and permanent makes consistency. I just keep on going section by section until the whole head is curled and fire.